Mă bucur că ne vedem chiar și în timpul campionatelor, nu cum eram obișnuiți doar peste vară. Și în urma sezoanelor precedente și în urma, rezultatelor echipelor naționale și nu numai a echipelor naționale și a trendului internațional, Federația Română de Basket își propune să acorde o foarte mare atenție pregătirii fizice. Avem foarte mulți sportivi accidentați, avem, pregătire fizică generală și specifică slabă și asta am constatat noi când ne întâlnim cu jucătorii la loturile naționale. Și de aceea, ideea este simplă, o să avem din ce în ce mai multe clinicuri, să spunem așa, și workshop-uri de acum înainte și ne gândim să implementăm un program strict pentru această nișă preparator fizic. Dar asta este o idee pe care sper să o reușim să o implementăm în viitorul apropiat. Alături de noi pentru acest clinic, care va dura doar 2 zile, gândindu-ne în special la costurile dumneavoastră și mai ales faptul că suntem în timpul campionatelor, îl avem pe noi, lângă noi alături pe Luka Svilar, poate unul dintre cei mai buni mentori și preparatori fizici în acest moment din Europa și nu numai. Aș menționa 2-3 idei despre cariera lui. În acest moment, Luka este personal coach pentru pregătire fizică al lui Svilar Larkin, probabil ați auzit de acest jucător, cofondator al Euroleague Strength Condition Association, ESCA prescurtat. Cofondator înseamnă că a fost unul dintre oamenii care au propus și au avut ideea de a înființa această asociație care există la nivelul Euroligii, strict pentru preparatorii fizici. Antrenorul cu pregătirea fizică la Bayern München acum 2-3 ani, omul care s-a ocupat de pregătirea fizică a echipei Unix Kazan, finalistă Eurocup, Baskonia, campionatul Spaniei, au câștigat împreună cu Luka campionatul Spaniei, Turk Telecom, alături de Tane Spasev, asistent și național a Croației. Cred că este suficient, să spun așa, să înțelegem că ne dorim lectori foarte, foarte importanți și care au ce să transmită către dumneavoastră și mai ales către noi, Federația Română de Basket, care, repet, ne dorim să intervenim și să vă ajutăm în dezvoltarea jucătorului român. Și fără condiție fizică, fără o pregătire foarte bună, cu siguranță nu vom reuși. Cred că vorbele mele sunt de prisos, o să-l las pe Luka să înceapă prima temă din această seară, Physical Performance Development in Basketball. De ce și ce trebuie să implementăm pentru seara aceasta, vârstele 13-16 ani, cred că baza pregătirii fizice. Luka, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, how is everyone? I suppose better than the weather outside. Now,
when we were preparing the idea for the clinic and when we were selecting the topic, we decided also to have open door policy. So we didn't have the registration link and we don't know exactly who is basketball coach and who is strength and conditioning coach. And since I want to know this, first I would like to ask, who is basketball coach? Okay, and who is physical preparation, strength coach, fitness coach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so way less people. Perfect. Okay. Good thing about this is that as sport coach, which in our case is basketball coach, at this age, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 16, many clubs, not only in Romania, but many clubs in Europe don't have strength coaches. That's why you need to devote one part of your training session, one part of your week to develop some kind of physical abilities. I remember when I was in basketball school, under 8, under 10, under 12, our head coach was everything. He was a father to us, like second father. He was the head coach. He was pedagogist because he was very strict on us. He would drive us to all of the games that we played. He would buy a van and we would go to our region in Croatia. We would go to Italy. We would go to Hungary. We would go to Serbia to play different tournaments. So trust me, I understand how you feel. But the most important thing is that if you are here, that means that you came to learn something hopefully new, or to confirm something that you already know, but maybe to refresh some of the things so you can start implementing stuff with your teams. Today, we decided to go pretty simple. I'm not going to say very simple because things when it comes to physical development are not very simple, as you know, but we will mainly cover the reasons why, which is going to be first 3 to 5 minutes of the talk, and then the most of the time we will talk what to do. Okay, so that's why you have why and what. Of course, later on in Q&A and throughout the presentation, I'm gonna say when and how, but if we go... All good? Perfect. If we go into when and how, we have to stay here not for this evening.
We would need to stay for days. Okay, so today we're gonna go simple, okay? Answer why we need some stuff and what to do. Later on in Q&A, feel free to ask anything, okay? And hopefully in the future, we're gonna be able to touch a little bit more some details. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Now I take this little thing outside. As I said, first we will start with answering why we need physical development. And based on our experience as coaches and based on scientific research, there are 3 main reasons why we need physical development of our basketball players. First of all is the skill development part. We know that players at the age of 10, 12, 14, it's very obvious at the age of 14 when the puberty kicks in and when they grow, when they become bigger because of testosterone, not because they lift weights, you can immediately see the difference in who dominates on the court. And when you add
basketball practice and learn better the skill of the sport. Okay, the skill is the change of direction, the skill is good deceleration, skill is a good box out. So if you're stronger, more mobile, more agile, you will be able to do specific skills in a better way. Second reason is the basketball. So it means that you will jump higher, sprint a little bit faster, and if you build enough endurance, it means that at the end of the game, you will be better than someone else. Okay, so this is why we need physical development. And the last one is the long-term thing for the body, to make bodies more robust, more resilient to all the stresses, which means that players potentially stay more injury-free. Okay, so they can make long careers. Okay, it's big difference financially and also for the success of the player if he finishes his career at the age of 31 or 37. Economically it's better, but also along the way, maybe there are more titles, more successes, more experiences. He will get to know more colleagues for the future work if he stays in basketball, and so on and so forth. So we are looking also in the long run, not only what's today, but what's going to be in 1, 5, and 10 years. Okay. Another thing that is super important, very often we kind of put it on the side, but I like to talk about it, and it works for all of the athletes. At the age of 15, if you dominate with your body because you are stronger, or your parents put you during one summer to work very hard individually with your strength coach, and you come back to your team and now you dominate physically, it comes hand in hand with how player feels mentally. Do you agree on this? Very often, right? At the age of 30 is the same. Everyone who feels healthy and strong and ready performs better every single game. And this is basically what you need also at the high level, EuroLeague level, when you have 2-3 games a week. The most important thing is that player somewhat stays in shape without major problems with knees, ankles, low back, because if player drops because of low back pain, he will play. But if he plays at his 80%, playing at EuroLeague level at 80% is, you become average player. You are not EuroLeague level player. Okay, so if you are in shape, it's always coupled with good mental performance. Okay, now everything what I'm gonna mention, and it was adapted along the way for basketball, not only for this lecture, but throughout many years that I have been coaching both youth and professional teams, is based on one specific person. His name is Rodri Lloyd, and he's one of the biggest experts in the field of youth physical development. Okay, YPD model, and this is one of the most famous papers, and I encourage all of you, if you haven't read it, please go online, try to find it in PDF. If you don't have it, email me, I will send you back the paper to read a little bit what science and expertise says about youth physical development. And over there you can maybe find an answer, should we put barbells on 14-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids? I had today discussion with Catalin in the car, should we put barbells or is it too much? It's never too much. It's never too much. It's too much if you put 100 kilos on the bar for the first experience. But if he doesn't have experience and we put barbell of 10 kilos on his back, it's a good start. And if we add every month 5 kilos on that bar, at the end of the season, he's going to have 50 kilos at least on his back. So that's the progression that we are looking for. Safety first, progression as one of the basic principles in sports, and then step by step, eventually we can make our kids lift weights, appropriate weights for their body size and training age. Okay, in this paper, there is a clear picture. It's very complex. Hopefully you will study it a little bit, how we approach development of different motor skills, but later on we will touch specifically for today 13 to 16 years old. Now, before we move into exercises and whatnot, it's critical to understand, and you know it from your expertise and your work with the athletes, we need to always have in mind when we work with kids, especially 13 to 16, because it's the age of male puberty. Girls will start maybe even a little bit earlier, okay, at the age of 11, 12, 13, okay? But first thing we want to know when, okay, you got the job, whoever lifted hand as a strength coach, you got the job and you have to work with under 14 team. First, it's not what you want to give them. First is to understand who you are working with. You need to understand their training age. You need to talk to your head coach and say, hey, first I need to know who is here in our academy for many years, who came from other clubs, and you need to select players who are already 5 years in basketball, and you need to know who is only 1 year in basketball. So we need to know their training age before we start doing all of these things. Okay. Second thing, especially 13 to 16, we expect the growth. Something that we want in basketball. We want all of our basketball players to reach sky with their heads, right? Not everyone will reach it, but that's a good thing that we want to have. But we need to know that there is going to be between 13 and 16. Let's say you have under 14 category. Maybe they are 13 and a half, but they look like this. Okay, one guy is short, one guy is super tall. So we also have to consider not only training age, but their biological age. Because maybe some player at the age of 13 and a half is already deep in puberty, and another guy is not even there. Okay, and we need to understand. Second thing is the awkwardness that comes with high growth in height, okay? And it comes because the growth of limbs is so fast that brain cannot follow it, okay? And then we can have this awkwardness where out of a sudden he gets in 2 months 5-8 centimeters in height, but immediately it's followed by 3-5-7 more turnovers in games. It's normal. We cannot judge kids because of that. You cannot punish him. You cannot substitute him. Okay, I know it's a lot about result, but sometimes we have to understand that it's a normal process of growing up. Okay, so the rapid gains in length of limbs, legs and arms, it has decrement in motor performance. So there is that we have to give them some time to again re-establish the control in their movements. Okay, now going back to that chart that you couldn't see very clearly, but hopefully you will study it, what Rodri Lloyd says, at the age of 13 to 16, we want to work simultaneously on many things. We want to work on mobility, we want to work on change of direction and agility, we want to work on speed, power, strength, endurance. Okay, so we cannot say, okay, under 13, under 14, it's power and speed. 15 and 16, now we go into endurance. It's a team sport. Basketball demands mobility, stability, strength, change of direction. So if you play sport, you need to work on many things simultaneously. Now, at the age of 13 and 16, there is different content. What we do with kids at the age of 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. Now, we will talk about 13 and on, 13, 14, 15, 16. But you come to the team and you see at the age of 13, kids are far from being developed in motor way. They're missing many things, okay? You can see that they still don't know very good how to run, how to change direction, how to do basic stuff. This is the moment where as coaches, we should not panic. I mean, our job as coaches is to coach. And if you have a problem, you cannot be pissed because of the problem. You have to find solution for the problem and somehow teach your kids and be a coach who will improve something, right? Very often we forget this. We get pissed, my kids are horrible, my kids don't know how to run. Hey, your title is coach. Coach. If you have to go 2-3 steps back to teach your kids, do it. If not, go to your supervisor and say I quit, and you go and you do the office job. You know you're not the coach. Okay, so for me that's one of the critical things. Understand that whoever we get, yes, it's every time coffee with your colleagues, we drink coffee, these new generations, they don't play outside. They don't know how to run. Okay, let's do something about it once they come in the gym. Does it mean that we have to go 3 steps back and they have to play dodgeball, they have to play soccer? Okay, but maybe it's going to be very beneficial for the coordination, and then out of a sudden, your players, when they play basketball, they look 10 times better. Okay, because they develop more motor intelligence through the coordination. Okay, so there is always a way to teach your kids and improve. Okay, so what to do if 13-year-old kid don't look good athletically? We go back. We go fundamental skills, okay? And they are always oriented towards a lot of coordination. Hand-eye coordination, visual coordination, arms, legs, arm and legs together. Okay, you know it from school, okay, how to develop coordination. For me, we have to see kids how they run forward, backwards, sideways, how they run on the 3-point line, okay? This is basically our testing at that age. 13-year-old kid, you see how they run, okay? I want to see how they do landings, long jumping, bounding, hopping, okay? Then, how they skip a jump rope. Let's see how they play soccer, how they play dodgeball, how they play handball. Do they know how to manipulate with different balls? Because this is a basic motor knowledge. Okay. Yes, but they don't go outside, the courts are empty. Luckily, this 3-on-3 court is always full. Today it was raining and there were 3 kids playing on the rain. I was surprised and very happy about it. But very often the playgrounds are empty. Okay, it's not like in our age when you couldn't play. You lose one game on 3-on-3, you cannot play for another 6 hours because there is 20 teams waiting to play 3-on-3. Okay, but we can do it inside the court. And I believe rhythmic activities, dancing. Okay, now some of you will laugh, dance, what should I do? But there is always a way. You have an instructor who does, it doesn't have to be dancing. Okay, they don't have to go waltz dance, but maybe some aerobic class, something that includes a stepper, so we can see how kids play with their feet, how they catch the rhythm and music. Sometimes you can play music and you find a good song with the beat, so we see how they dribble the ball with the beat, and we teach them a little bit how to be rhythmic, so they can teach, so you can teach them later on some rhythmic moves. Because basketball, let's be honest, many players at the highest level, if they are not super fast, why Jokic, why Luka Doncic, why many guys like that are always, we don't need physical development because look at Luka. No. Luka, Jokic and those kind of guys. First of all, they have strong bodies. Maybe they are not the fastest, but their rhythm is perfect. They read your game, they know their own game, they know how to attack, they know how to separate. That's the rhythm. Because you are in your own rhythm, but you are kind of synchronized with the rhythm of your opponent. Okay, that's the music, that's something that stimulates the body. Okay, and you read his own rhythm, and then you go against it when the best moment comes. Okay, same thing when you go for contact. Okay, you dribble, it's the rhythm of your body and the body next to you when you're gonna make a bump to separate and make the shot. Okay, so all those things, I think it's very valuable to implement with the kids, especially under 12 years old. Okay, now, as I said, why we need coordination? Coordination is basically motor intelligence. That's the best definition I have seen in the books. You can find 5 lines coordination. Is this, this one was by far the best. Coordination is motor intelligence. Dot. That's it. This is what we need. We need to build more intelligent players, and maybe you could see on social media recently Kevin Durant doing some pre-game shooting routine. Did you see? Maybe someone where he spins and he makes a shot and he does like crazy stuff. And then many haters will be like, what is this guy doing? When is he going to make a 360 degrees turn and make a shot? No, but he's putting his body in something completely strange. Then when he gets bumped a little bit out of his balance and he goes sideways, that he can find that shot very easy. That's one of the reasons why he does it. So there is always a reason why players do it, okay? Because it can make somehow connection with the motor intelligence. Okay, does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, now we will go back a little bit and we will have 4 of you, okay? 4 of you, come here. Perfect. We start from here. Okay, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3, 4. Okay, so we will start here. Perfect. Okay, so we will run easy. We will run to the white line, sideline. Okay, and after that you jog back. Okay, all right, let's go 2 times, and we will just see how they run and backwards. Yes, back pedal. 1 more time. Perfect. Sideways. Okay. Sideways, up and down. And just take a look a little bit. Now we don't have a lot of time to analyze. Go, go, go. One more time. Perfect. Go, go, go. But you can see the oscillations in the body. If they are putting feet together. Okay, excellent. Let's go over there in the corner. Okay. And just run inside the 3-point line. Okay. And then you can walk the baseline and just run again over there 2 times. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. Inside, so you don't touch here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Arm swings. Okay, now we are just observing. Okay. Let's go one more time. And you can already see the difference. Bravo. Perfect. Let's take 3 guys. Take 1. Take 2 and 3. All right, let's see how you jump rope. Go inside over there because of camera. All right. Go there. Just jump rope for 30 seconds. All right. Go. Go, go. Bravo, perfect. Okay, okay. Thank you. You can sit. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay. You could already see some differences in running back and forth. Who doesn't feel very comfortable running backwards will look over his shoulder. Okay, that should not happen if you ask me. You should feel the space around you. Okay, not judging the kids, but it should be like supernatural to run backwards. At least half of the court. Okay, and then turn and find your spot. Just one idea. I said when we go sideways, okay, who is going up and down? Okay, if I say sideways running, is there someone who is trying to stay low because it's natural? Okay, all those things we have to observe as coaches and try to fix once we enter the age of 13. Okay, because until then, we want to fix things through playing. Maybe you will do some ABCs, maybe some dynamic warm-ups. It's okay. But it should not be until age of 12 very strict, like, yes, we run from this line to this line. It's more like a game style. Okay, so we should find a way to make it interesting for the kids, okay, but that they learn how to move in this basic way. Okay, running, landing, and so on and so forth. I'm going to catch 3 of you. Go there, same starting position. And let's just see. It doesn't have to be very long, not 100%, but let's say 70-80%. Okay, long jump, boom, long jump, hop, boom. Let's go. Couple of times. Go. Go, go. Okay, okay. Let's turn and do the same thing. Do the same thing so they can see from behind. Yeah, go, go, go. Okay, go, go. Perfect. One more. Excellent. Okay. This is excellent. I'm surprised. Very often, they don't know how to use the heel and full contact because it's completely different from when you're landing from a box. Now we don't want the heels. We will see later on. We want toes first, right? Okay, for soft touch. Now, let's go bounding left to right. Okay, we will stick a little bit. So you stick a little bit, left, right. Okay, also 70-80%. Let's go. Not 50, 70-80%. Perfect. Okay, same thing back. Now you can see who is looking all the time into the floor, trying to do a lot of visual stimuli, okay? When they start playing basketball, they are not looking too much into the ground. When he gets the ball, he needs to look at the ball, okay? So this is something that we should teach, and if you see that most of your guys are looking at the floor, then maybe introduce a ball in your exercise without telling them, don't look at the ground, don't look down. No, no, no. Introduce the ball, bounce pass, and then you are in pairs. I have a ball, I give you a bounce pass. When ball bounces down, you are jumping to catch it. Okay? And you teach kids, it's just one corrective exercise. Okay? And it becomes a part of your skills development practice. Okay? Does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, let's see last one, hopping, single leg, same thing with the stick. Okay, we go, boom, stick, let's go. Take a look at the knees, how much they go inside, who needs to work a little bit more on strength of their glutes to control more hips. So training becomes testing for the kids. It doesn't have to be always pen and paper, line to line, sprinting. A lot of observation and your expertise, okay, is something very valuable. Perfect. You can sit. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. If we start with mobility, okay, and mobility now, I'm not talking about mobility on the court. That's more like change of direction and agility. I'm talking about mobility of joints, like flexibility. But mobility is a bigger term because flexibility is normally soft tissues, flexibility of muscles. Mobility is more like mobility of joints, okay? And then inside of mobility of hips, we are talking about muscle flexibility, but also what's happening inside of the joint, okay? So mobility is a little bit bigger term. Now, when you take kids before puberty, age 8, 10, 12, okay? If they are not obese, fat, if they are normal, like athletic population, normally you will not see very big problems in mobility. They will be able to squat down, okay? They will be able to lounge forward with knees over toes, okay? They will probably reach high without any problems. They will rotate in their spines. But as the puberty kicks in, bodies tend to become more stiff, and if you don't develop it, if you don't maintain the mobility, you can become stiffer in your ankles, stiffer in your hips, okay, stiffer in your upper back. Okay, now why we need mobility in our training? First of all, it's about production of force. We want to produce force and power, okay, and if, let's say, from here we jump from our ankles only, okay? It's a small range of motion. If we load those ankles, we can jump way higher. Same thing goes with your finger. If you pull your finger out a little bit, it doesn't snap a lot on your chest, right? If you pull it out very much, boom, it snaps way more. So that's why we need big range of motion in your ankles, okay, especially like ballerina, because then once you push the floor, you can get that range of motion and produce the force. Okay. If we talk about force control, why you need a lot of ankle dorsiflexion is when you jump from very high, you take a rebound, okay, there is a lot of force that you have to control on the landing, okay. You need to have good ankle mobility, good hips mobility to absorb the force and save yourself from injuries, okay? And finally, acute and chronic injuries. If you have problems with hip extension, okay, probably body will compensate. You will start arching your back a little bit more, and maybe your genetic potential is that after 1 year, at the age of 15, you will start having low back problems, and maybe your body genetically is a little bit better, and at the age of 18, you will start having low back issues. We never know how much body resilient is, okay? But eventually, problems with the compensation patterns can occur, okay? So we want to avoid those chronic injuries, and obviously, there are also acute injuries. Let me give you an example. Unfortunately, it was our national team. We had a guy comes in, age of 18, walks like this. Normally, when you have players walking on their toes, it means that they're Achilles tendons are very stiff and their ankle range of motion is very poor, okay, normally, because they walk on toes, heel is always elevated like girls in high heels, and then when they have to push their knees forward, this is the motion that they have. Now, what happened to one of our players? Okay, national team camp, 35 days, okay, we screen them for the long run, we say, okay, this is the big problem, hopefully nothing will happen. Unfortunately, with this kid, ACL injury. One of basically 3 that I have seen in my life in person, okay? So he goes to stop like a fast break, full sprint, and then he goes to stop like this, and then when he didn't have enough mobility in the ankle to absorb all the force, okay, what knee did? When he stopped here and knee couldn't go forward, knee just did this typical ACL injury. Okay, so this is why we need ankle mobility, because sometimes it can save us from acute type of injury. Okay, especially like if I have to pick one thing that we tend to lose as we age, and it's critical for basketball, it is ankle range of motion. Because also if you have ankle sprain, body tends to protect itself and it loses range of motion, and then it can have impact, negative impact on the knee, on the hip, on the low back, everything that goes along the line. Okay, so maybe you will not have many ankle sprains after that, maybe, hopefully, but maybe you will start having new problems because your ankle became more stiff. Okay, now what we need to continue to maintain after the age of 12, as I said, squatting down. Okay, let's go here, 3 of you. All right, let's try to squat down. Just do 3 slow squats. Bravo. You can already see all the way to down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, perfect. Let's turn sideways so they can see a little bit better. And let's go lounge and push your knee as forward as you can. Okay, go 3 times, switch legs, so you can see a little bit. You can immediately see who is lifting the heel, because that's compensatory pattern. I cannot push the knee more forward, I'm gonna lift the leg up. Okay, which is not bad, but the question is it going to help against injuries when you start moving on the court? But you can diagnose a little bit what's happening. Now, if we talk about T-spine extension, let's go arms above head, and then just go and try to reach with your hands far back. Let's just turn sideways so they can see a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Let's go. It would be great if we could see them without jerseys, because now basketball jerseys are not showing a little bit, but we can see a little bit the line of hands, how far it is from the heels. So we can see the extension pattern of the body, and if they are able to maintain this curved spine. Let's go once again, so they can see a little bit how far you can go. Okay, and if they initiate movement a lot from hips, but back is super flat, and so on and so forth, and also with the rotation. Thank you, guys. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Now we are moving forward. We said mobility is one thing. Do you have any questions regarding mobility? Mobility is pretty simple. You just need to continue to maintain. We had in my basketball school, and I'm so grateful for our coach, we had a punishment. Whoever loses after the games that we play throughout the practice has a punishment at the end. Is it good? Is it bad? Okay, it was not so often, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Okay, but the punishment was, we had it like, he called it like a bunny walk, which was not a bunny walk, it was like bunny hop, like this, the full court length. Okay, and the other one was like he had some crazy names, I'm not going to mention it, but it was just walking in this position, like a duck walk. Okay, but this is brilliant way to maintain the squat pattern. Okay, to work on your ankles, to work on your hips, okay, and to maintain the hygiene. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to be punishment, it can be part of a rally, of a competition. Okay, baseline to free throw line, you walk like this, okay? After that you stand up and you dribble a ball, okay? There is always a way to implement these things in your daily work. But if we go into power, we have to work on sprinting, jumping, okay, and throwing. What we want to do is we want to now master the technique. Wall drill, if you can go quickly to that FIBA sign, put your hands on the basket, put your hands on the basket, okay? One leg goes up, and now you just alternate legs, left, right. Yes, perfect. Okay, you don't have to look at me. Now you go 5 times and do it the best way you can. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You know the drill. Okay, now, as I said, we don't have a lot of time to correct, to say this is bad, this is wrong. Okay, but we need to master this. Okay, stiff ankle, good explosive range of motion. Okay, we need that stiffness in that ankle so it doesn't drop down. He was pretty soft on the ground. We need to push the ground to produce power because it's about power and so on and so forth. Okay, I think you know how to do the exercises. The question is when we say now is the time to do this exercise and to master it. I believe that at the age of 13, without any equipment, we need to master this drill. And in every gym you have a wall or a fence, okay? Even if you don't have these kind of baskets, okay? If they come from the ceiling, you have a wall. Okay, please go down, sit on the floor, and just go arm swings like this. Sit down so we don't think about legs. Sit down, perfect. And just act with your arms like you're running. Yes, yeah, go. Think that you're running. Okay, correct a little bit, arm swing. Okay, because you will see, like this basketball players, like these basketball players, one arm goes super fast, other is kind of suffering, and so on. So we want to master the arm swing. Okay, get up. Perfect. Let's take one basketball, please, from the basket. Okay, you can start from this 3-point line to that 3-point line, and then turn and come back. Run normal with ball above your head. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Very often you don't have arms. Okay. You cannot run with basketball in basketball. But what often do you see? Running and waiting for a pass, right? Your arms are not doing the perfect move, athletic move. Okay, so we have to put on the side and we have to see how you move and how you control. Very often you will see everyone looking perfect when the ball is here and the ball is dribbling. When they go like that, suddenly they start to rotate, they start to become slow and so on. But very often you're sprinting, there is a big ass pass coming, you don't expect ball like this, you expect ball like this, right? So you're running with arms up and your running technique is horrible. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to master. There is still no crazy weights thing. We have to master this in order to talk about power. Okay, a landing. This is a little bit too high, but let's come, 3 of you can rest a little bit, one after another. Climb up, okay, and just slowly go down and freeze. Freeze at the bottom 1 second and just go again. Okay, this is a little bit too high. Okay, we didn't have smaller box for this age, but it's landing technique and we want to see what's happening with the knees. Okay, let's go. Perfect, yes, go. 3 times. Boom. Okay, go. We want to see, do they know how to freeze? What's happening with the knees? How they position their feet? Where they look? How they feel? Perfect, go. Excellent. Excellent, stop. Let's go now. Jumping on the box. So you just jump on the box and freeze for a second and then just step down. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's go. Excellent. They are also a little bit, how old are you? 14? 15, perfect. Yeah, you can tell. Okay, a little mustache and everything, so you can tell. Now, let's change a little bit because they are a little bit advanced. Let's jump and land on one leg. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. Right leg. Right. Now. Okay, everyone landing first on the right. You will see differences. Who feels more safe on left? Who feels more on right? Let's go left. Left leg. Okay. Just observe. Can we improve this? When you look 15 years old, not saying anything against them, they are not warmed up, whatever, okay. But can we improve this? Can this look better? For sure it can, right? So we need to master this, okay. Of course, we can introduce, if it's a smaller box, now I don't want to show it because we don't have smaller box, but everyone who has problems with the knees, we want to excessively push the knees inside because now we activate more those muscles. We have to work against it. So we want to work on landing with the mini band, okay, and also jumping on the box. Just a little bit smaller than this one. That's why I don't want them to, especially they are not so warmed up. It's better if I get injured than players, okay. And a light medicine balls, okay. Let's say this is 3 kilos, but they're 15 years old. Okay, let's just see. 2 of you stay here. I need you. Go there, opposite side. Okay. Simple throw. Let the ball drop down. Okay. 80% effort. So go. Boom. Hop. Let it drop down. Boom. And catch it. Okay. You come there. Alright. Let's go a couple of throws. Come here. Okay. So let it drop and then catch it. Alright. Just a normal throw. You. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Relax. Throw it. Throw it. Okay. Okay. Throw it as high as possible. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. That's the highest you can. Can you do better? Alright, let's go. Alright. Okay. Let's go. Okay, alright, highest. Okay. Let's now use legs. Let's use legs. Right? Throw with whole body. Right? Throw, jump, 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 jump. Let's go. Okay. Right. Wait. Right. Let's go. 100%. 100%. Try to throw it as high as possible. You will not get injured. Alright, let's go. Alright. If you ask me, this is still 80%. Okay. I think that they can go, boom, jump, and use the whole body. I'm not saying anything against them. I'm just saying there is more power in their bodies, right? They can do better. And we have to teach them. That's the whole point about, thank you guys, about mastering skills. Okay, this was just the most basic throw of all. Okay, we will have the reverse. We will have different positions. Okay, we implement rotation in the body, which is critical for basketball. Okay, one arm throw, boom. One arm throw from here. Million variations of throws we need to master. 1 or 2 kilos before we add more weights. Okay. Now, if we talk about mastering, which I believe is this age of 13, 14, sometimes even 15, because we need to be patient, we need to master things. What we do to go forward, okay? Acceleration competition, okay? They are not warmed up enough, okay? But any competition, let's say, 4 guys, 1 guy baseline, free throw line, center line, and another guy on the free throw line. He has to get to that baseline, okay? And they have a ball. They run with the ball, so we are working on running with the ball in their hands. And we do acceleration, very short, that is critical for basketball. Acceleration, without passing, it has to be handoff. and then he catches, he continues, pop, 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 and a little acceleration competition between two teams. Okay, we move forward, we make exercises more complex, but once we are happy with the technique that we mentioned 2 minutes ago. Okay, so don't do something only because it looks good. Okay, it's funny. There is always a way to make things more funny, but that they look good. Okay, and then add some of the tasks that you want to work on. Is it acceleration? Go for some kind of competition. Okay. Running with medicine ball. Now you have to control a little bit more center of the body, okay, in different positions, and we're gonna take, let's go here, come here. Okay, perfect. Only you, okay. Three-point line, okay. 70-80%, just accelerate to opposite 3-point line. Just accelerate, run. Okay, let's go. Okay, a little bit faster. Okay, perfect. Now, hug it and do the same thing. Right, let's go. Bravo, perfect. Okay, did you see any difference? It would be also even more clear if he was facing you, what's happening with the upper body, what's happening with the knees. Okay, the contact with the ground is longer. Okay, so these are the things that we can do, okay, if you want to improve a little bit sprinting. Now, landing. Now we said landing what we did on 2 feet. Now we can start landing, okay, split feet. It doesn't have to be always parallel feet. It can be split feet, a little bit more stress on the front leg, and moving forward towards landing on single leg. Okay, so we want to have more stress on that single leg. Okay, then we have contact jumps over small hurdles. Now, 4 of you, one after another, we're gonna jump between hurdles, but no stick. We go like pogo jump, pum, 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 and all the way there. On the way back, you can just walk, and we repeat. All right, let's go. Let's go, go, go. Bravo, hop, hop. Bravo, bravo, bravo. All right, come, come, come. Bravo. Bravo. Last one. Excellent. Okay, now you can see also who can control the body to go very vertical, who has control in the air, okay, who has problems with landing, who sticks longer, who is very springy, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then you can give instructions. Okay, here is a fire, we need very short contact, blah, blah, blah. You will find a way to improve the technique of jumping over hurdles, and as you age, maybe you will increase the height of hurdles. Just one type of progression. Okay, now, first time when we talk about power and strength, this should be 10 kilos, but since they're 15, you come here. Okay, grab the bar. Perfect, a little bit more narrow, like this. Okay, go, 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 perfect. Can you put the bar like this on your, yes, perfect. Okay, relax a little bit your arms. Like, relax, perfect. Okay, now, what I want you to do, drop it down, okay. Start from here, good standing position, relax your arms. Okay, and now, just think about jumping. Okay, you jump and you catch the bar here. Jump, catch the bar here. Okay, go 3 times. Relax. Just jump and catch the bar. Oh, yeah. Just think about jump. Don't think about the bar. Jump, jump. Look, like this. I'm going to show you. Okay, good. Everything okay. Look, from here, you just jump, you catch it. Okay, you jump, you catch it. All right, let's go. Easy. Take your time. You're good. Perfect. Relax your arms. Relax, relax, relax your arms. Just jump, jump. Perfect. Okay, okay. Jump. Perfect. Okay. Drop it down. Let's see you. Okay. same thing. A little bit more narrow, a little bit more narrow. Perfect, okay. Jump. Perfect, okay, drop it down. Okay, jump. Okay, a little bit smoother. Last one, jump. Hop. Okay, perfect, drop it down. Perfect. Did it hurt? No. Did it hurt? No. It was 20 kilos. First time in their life they are doing clean. It didn't look very good. Okay, but I'm saying, even now, without preparing, without talking, the kids did 20 kilos clean. Okay, there is nothing wrong about it. If we start with a little bit some of the methodological approach and we teach them how to hold a bar, okay, and so on and so forth, there is a way to teach clean. This is more for strength coaches, but there are some of you, okay, maybe as basketball coaches you will not have 15 bars, okay, but we have to give also something to the strength coaches if they are in the teams, okay, but there is a way to start teaching 10 kilos barbell, that fitness barbell, 10 kilos, and then 20 kilos they can lift. Especially you could see on him, he did a little bit more with his legs and the bar just goes up. You don't do anything with your arms, okay? And I'm telling you, if I spend with them today and tomorrow, they would all lift 30 kilos without any problems in 2 days. Okay, only because they will use their legs, not because I'm a magician. Okay, perfect. Now, what we can progress, take a medicine ball, okay? As you could see, the guys bounding and hopping, but we said like mastering bounding and hopping without any external weight. Now, medicine ball, boom, boom, sideways, boom, okay? A little bit of extra weight. If you have that vest, whatever, just a little bit of load on the body and we will do the power movements, okay? Jumping, bounding, hopping, and so on and so forth. And a little bit heavier medicine balls for throwing, okay? 3-4 kilos. The weight normally that you want to use is that it is still a fast move. It should not become slow, or the worst thing that can happen is that it's so heavy medicine ball that you are now changing your technique, okay, to throw it. It has to look like the previous stage. You say, we were throwing 1 to 2 kilos. Now when I introduce 3 kilos, the technique stays the same. Okay, maybe it's a little bit slower, but the technique remains high level. Okay, does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, now we have change of direction and agility. First, mastering technique after that age of 12, where we played a lot, okay? Now we have to do some drills to master the technique and say, yes, our guys are good with change of direction, with agility and so on and so forth. Now, first, 4 of you, come here, take any position and just go basketball stance. Boom. Defensive basketball stance. Let's see. Look at them, look at them. Perfect. Yeah, let's go. Oh. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay. You feel stable here. Okay. Okay, go. Okay, good. That's the way to teach. Okay. And go, go, go. Okay. Wider feet now. Okay. Base of support. Okay. Hips. Okay, I'm not going to push his head, but hips as the center of the body, maybe a little bit core. He already had very wide feet because he knows that here he feels the best. Very good. Only with him, I would go a little bit wider. Okay. Because he was pushed easily from his position, right? Everyone else was pretty tough. Okay. Now, when we know that they know how to go in basketball stance, now when I say hop, hop or whatever, signal, you will go from this position into your basketball stance. Okay. Hop. Okay, stand up. Hop. Perfect. One more time. Hop. Excellent. Now, we know that mastering skill is about taking the position for the next move. Okay. Then we have a plyo step. just go here in front so we don't get injured. Okay. You stay in basketball stance. And when I say hop, hop, 70% you run towards camera. Okay. Hop. Perfect. You go same thing. Right. Basketball stance. Hop. Perfect. Okay. Now this is called plyo step. Okay. When you're looking, it's very often in school, because it looks better, they say, don't step back, it's a waste of time, you have to start running faster. It's not human. It's not human. It's normal for body to look for ground contact, and it's called plyo step. If you want to teach your kids as much as they can push from here, and they can produce more power, boom, here, and it's a natural move, okay, we call it plyo step. If you agree that it's a good move, this is a thing that we have to teach. And you could see, from here, he has good starting position, but his start is like this. Okay, for you guys, turned out. Is this the best position where you can produce the most power? No, because you are activating a little bit your calf muscles and a lot of your adductors to produce move like this. Okay, if you put heel up, feet pointed forward, you're using calves, hamstrings, glutes, okay, to propel yourself forward. Mastering technique of plyo step. Okay, same thing, lateral shuffle. Let's go here, okay, and just do 2 shuffles. Okay, from here, boom, boom, 2 shuffles. All right, let's go. Whenever you want. Take basketball stance, boom, boom, boom. Perfect, go. Go, boom, boom. All right, push the floor. All right, push the floor. Perfect, go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Now, what we want to see is how they use their legs, mastering technique. If they are using only left, boom, boom, probably they will have this move like move, stop, okay. What we want to see is that upper body is floating and we are using both legs. If you turn this leg out, it's okay, because you have better surface to pull yourself. So you're pulling and pushing at the same time. Okay, same thing here, boom, boom. You're using 2 legs to cover the space. Because normally you will have 2-3 shuffles, and if you have to catch something further, you will boom, boom, and you will start running to go there. No one will shuffle 5, 6, 7, 8 shuffles to come here, right? So what I want to see is 2-3 good shuffles, okay? And if this is good, then we can move towards more complex stuff, 2-3 shuffles, turn, boom, catch your guy, and so on and so forth. Okay, mastering technique, perfect. Cross step, let's go from here, boom, hop, cross step. All right, let's go. Perfect, go. Okay, up and down, covering space, boom, using both legs. Here, I use both legs, cover space, cover, go all the way to the box. I cover space, use both legs, boom. Yes, go, go, go. Right, who can touch the box with right arm? Right, who can touch the box? From here, I want to see someone touching the box. Boom. Right, touching the box. Right, cover some space. Okay, okay. Right, let's go. Right, push, push. Use both legs. Okay, okay. Go, go, go. Cover space. Boom. Okay. Now they started to move a little bit better. Okay, perfect. Enough. Doesn't matter the ending that they wanted to reach. It's okay. Just for the example. But if you start using both legs, because this leg, left leg, will be engaged here. After that, for a cross step, you have this leg. With this leg, you can cover the ground. You have to open your hips, push yourself, and cover the ground. Okay? I believe that cross step is one of the best moves you can teach guards and bigs. Bigs in the paint, if they master cross step, they can be on every ball. Okay, arms out, cross step, they can easily go outside. In offense, they can go outside of 3 second violation. very quick, okay? And on defense, they are super mobile when we talk about mobility on the court, right? Because I know that in Romania you use a lot mobility to describe how fast they change position on the court, right? Okay, so this is the way to teach. Okay, decelerations, let's go here, one after another. And I want you to stop in a close out. Okay, just close out, boom, boom, boom. Any side, you pick, just accelerate a little bit and make a stop, close out stop. Let's go, deceleration. Perfect, okay. Bravo. Just take a look. Who is stopping? Who is, go. Who is stopping and staying low? Who is basically ready for the next move? The whole point of cross step is very often to load your body and to have even better energy from here to explode into next move. So it's a lot of agility and anticipation what is happening after this. Okay, so it's not only, my feet are it sounds perfect. If you don't look, you're like, this sounds super fast. But what he did is like, and after that, body is on toes like this. No. We want to know when we are going for a close-out what we want to achieve. Sometimes if it's for sure last second shot, yes, maybe you want to jump and go like this, because if he passes the ball, 24-second violation, and that's it. But if there is a big chance, it's 7th second of offense, and you know that most probably he's not going to shoot the ball, especially if you scout and he's not a shooter, then it means that probably he will penetrate. Now you have to choose which side. You go baseline or you go inside, but you have to choose the side of the closeout, and you have to use your closeout for more power into defensive slide. Okay, so there has to be a skill behind the decelerations, okay? Because basketball is about decelerations and changes of directions. And if you master this, you can become very, very valuable. I'm not going to say top player, but very valuable in both offense and defense. Okay, and last thing, that it's kind of connected to change of direction, agility, also like basic coordination, which I encourage to use, especially after this age of 12, to get that rhythm a little bit. We can use letters. Okay, so let's go, 4 of you, one after another. We're not gonna go like simple stuff, left, right. Let's complicate immediately a little bit. Okay, so in every box, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go. Left, boom, boom, boom. Excellent. In and out. Boom, 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 boom. All right, speed up. All right. Left side. You see the difference? Okay, it's obvious. Perfect. All right, let's go. Last one. We go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. If you step on it, doesn't matter. Okay. All right, let's go. In and out. Boom, boom. Only one time. Let's go. Boom. Okay. This is testing. We see where the kids are. This is the rhythm, this is the coordination. And then when you start doing some advanced shooting drills, probably the guys who are very good in these kind of basic tasks will understand the drill way faster than the others. And you will say like, why is this? Like, how is it possible? No, because they have this base in motor intelligence that you show them once, they pick it up immediately. You show to another guy 3 times, he cannot pick it up. Okay, But maybe only because your demonstration is not the best method for him, because he's a visual guy. Maybe he needs to try first, and then he will catch it. Slower and then faster. So there is always a way. You cannot judge immediately after one repetition. You cannot be coached with one method. Okay? You have to understand what is the best for your athlete, but if one method doesn't work, second method doesn't work, third method doesn't work, okay, and he's still slow, he's uncoordinated, probably it means that until the age of 10, 12, his rhythm as the part of coordination, rhythm development was lost. Okay, was lost. Okay, perfect. Same thing with jump rope. We want to continue. They jumped rope pretty good. Let's take jump ropes again. 3 jump ropes, and just go a little bit more advanced. Now, first time I let them jump just to see how they jump. But now we will go immediately. We will go, take your time, but first we start 10 seconds, more or less, 10 seconds, normal. Then after I say change, we will go left, right, okay? Left, right will be after 10 seconds, and then we will finish with 5 seconds one leg, 5 seconds other leg, okay? All right, let's go. 2 at the same time. Go, go, go. 2 legs, yes, like that, perfect. Let's go left, right. And let's go single leg. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Now, perfect, switch. Excellent, okay, thank you. Not bad, I like it. I really like it. But okay, this is apparently something that either they do or they know how to do it, or they did in the past. Some of the things you cannot lose, okay, like riding a bike. If you don't ride a bike for a year, at the age of 15, probably at the age of 16, you will be able to ride a bike, right? Okay, so with some things, you will be surprised. With some of the things, you will not be surprised. But I'm telling you, from what I've seen in the past regarding jump rope, they're amazing. Okay. Now, if we talk about change of direction and agility, and we finish this mastering, okay, how to move forward at the age of 13 to 16. Now, more complex ladders, meaning we will introduce basketball. We will introduce tasks with ball in hands and turning the ball around head, passing the ball and moving through the ladders, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we can make things more complex there. Shuffle with medicine ball. First, the easiest one is if we keep the ball very close to our body. Take medicine ball, perfect. And let's go 2-3 shuffles left, boom, stop, and 2-3 shuffles back. Yeah, shuffle. Yeah, go, boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom. One more time, boom, boom. Okay. Now, it's easy because the ball is close to the body. Now, put ball a little bit further, so it's going to be more challenging for the core. So he has to resist this rotation, so he has to go into anti-rotation and do the same thing. Let's go. More demands for the core. Boom, boom, go, go, go. Perfect. Let's go even more now. Ball even more out. Yes. Perfect. Go, 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 go. Yes. Bravo. Perfect. Excellent. One way to progress. Now, what I want from him, perfect, relax a little bit. I know it was tough, okay, especially because it's a heavy ball. Now what I want you to do is to work against yourself, okay, be your coach. If we go right side, keep the ball somewhere on the left side of the body. Here, doesn't matter. But now, when you're about to stop, you have to, boom, boom, shift to opposite side. Then you start here, boom, shift opposite side, okay? Let's go. I'll give you a little bit lighter one. This one is really heavy. Right. Coordination to do the task. Boom, bravo. Go, go, go. Swing. Boom. Swing. Boom. And now, okay, perfect, perfect. Now, I want you to, as soon as you swing the ball, I don't want you to stop. Swing the ball and immediately change direction. Okay? Boom. Go, go. Boom. Boom, change direction, push the floor, boom. Okay, so now we need to teach as a progression how to be faster here when he is producing more demand on the upper body to control it, okay, but also to be quick on his feet, and so on and so forth. So we are introducing external weight to change of direction drills. Okay, then if we talk about agility, okay, agility and change of direction, the difference is in the stimuli. Okay, in change of direction, normally you know, go there, go there, go there. In agility, it's more like random. Okay, so look, leave the ball, leave the ball. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, you are always in the middle. Okay, somewhere around here. If I say 5, you shuffle, boom, you always come back to the middle, and as you're about to come in the middle, I'm going to say another number. Okay, you understand everything? Perfect. 4, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. Okay, perfect, and so on and so forth. Okay, it can be a little bit faster and so on if he was warmed up enough, but you can see, he tends to lose his perfect position. He tends to have his feet way too far from each other, and he's losing power in his legs, because sometimes he comes back in this position and now he cannot react so fast. So we go back to always coming back to this position where they feel comfortable, where they can produce more power. Because that's why I push them. Because in the position where I push you and you feel the most powerful, that's the position where you will later on, when you start moving, produce the most power. Okay, because this is the position where you feel the best to go for the angles. Okay, and produce power, especially if you move left, right, or diagonal. If you go forward, most probably it's gonna be this type of move. Boom. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay, so moving forward is the agility, making some drills with different signals. So we start also working on cognitive component, because basketball is a lot about reaction and anticipation. Okay. Understanding what everyone else is doing so I can react, and sometimes they will call out your name, you will receive a ball that you didn't expect, and it's a lot about reaction. Okay, perfect. Same thing we can do to strengthen a little bit glutes and legs. Same thing with bands, all of the drills. From basic shuffle, okay, probably you don't want to go cross step because you need to spread your legs more. Okay, but in all the drills where you normally shuffle and it's very close, bands will work fine, okay, to strengthen those small muscles around hips. Okay, you can have these reaction balls, okay, like agility balls, you know, those like tennis balls with bumps that you throw and you don't know where it's gonna go. Okay, so a little bit of reaction, and this hand-eye coordination, it's also useful. Okay, mirror drill, another agility type of drill. Let's go, come here. Stay here face to face. Let's move a little bit. Perfect. You stay here. Bravo. You stay here. Now, 2 to 3 shuffles, not more, either right or left. Okay, and you just move left, right. He needs to follow you. Mirror. Okay, so you try to follow his body. Okay, let's go. Hey, come on. Perfect, okay. I think there is no one in the world of basketball that hasn't seen this kind of drill. So it's nothing spectacular about the drill, it's about when you want to implement it and for what reason. Okay, I'm just saying the progression from mastering movements is to get that agility component and to read each other moves. Okay, and this is basically what makes the greatest the greatest, because they know with one part of their eye, they always look at your hips or your feet. When you go for close out, they wait for you. They don't react. And then when you make that last step, how you position your feet, they attack you right away, right? So you need patience, and kids need to understand that it's not about just, let's mirror. You have to read someone's face, shoulder, hips, feet. And when you start to talk about advantage, and maybe not all of the kids will catch it. But not all of the kids, unfortunately, in the club will end up playing pro level. But at least we can teach them that there is more behind these drills if they focus on certain things. Okay? And this is mastering agility. And then finally, I never go far from basketball. I'm not the one doing it, but basketball coaches, you are doing it. And a lot of strength coaches will have very good relationship with basketball coaches. And then when you start playing one-on-one, okay, it's the most basic scenario when you have the real opponent and the ball. But one-on-one is moving forward to really work on your change of direction and agility. You play offense, it's change of direction training, because you go where you want to go, right? You go to create everything for yourself. It's a change of direction training for you. For your opponent, it's agility, because he doesn't know what you're doing and he needs to defend. Now, if we say 5 seconds inside of the paint, you start from here, you can attack inside of the paint, you cannot go outside, maximum 3 dribbles, 5 seconds, whatever, you limit. And then, when they know the rules, you say, today the focus is on staying low for defense. Let's just one example. Don't go, stay low, arms out, look at shoulders, 5 different instructions. You know, then kids get completely lost. Today, we want to focus only on staying low. Those 5 seconds, you have to stay low, boom, make pressure. Whatever happens, you have to stay low. If your goal, if you see that your team needs to stay low, if they are already good with this, maybe you want to focus on something else. Arm movements for 5 seconds. Okay, whatever you choose, this is the task that we want to do inside of one-on-one. Because I wrote 5-on-5, but in 5-on-5, it's very tough. It's very tough to instruct, especially those simple stuff. But sometimes you play 5-on-5, if you focus on one thing, you know, you film the kids. Today, you have your phone. Maybe 20 years ago it was tough to film and show to kids. But if you say, I believe that it's very important as a coach that when we make pressure for 5 seconds, we go low. When we don't make pressure, you can stay tall. Okay, but when we attack, like pit bulls, I want all 5 players to be on the same page and go low. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. But we do it, we film it, we evaluate. If it's good, you show that it's good. Hey kids, perfect, great job. This is what we want. And if it's bad, guys, if you think that we are good, take a look at this. Can we improve this? Is this going to make a difference in the way how we play our games and how we train? Yes. Let's be more aggressive, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's pretty easy. Okay. So 5-on-5, it can be sometimes tough, but there is always a way. There is always a moment. There is always a pre-season, okay, where we can talk about these things. Of course, you're not going to do it on Friday evening and Saturday's game. Okay. But in a shell drill on Monday, you film 10 minutes of shell drill, and you show them 2 minutes when they did good and 2 minutes when they did bad, is a step forward. Does that make sense? Okay, excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Strength. Perfect, guys. Actually, stay. Strength. First, what we want after the age of 12, when it comes to mastering, what we need to master is everything with their own body. Okay. We need to work on push-ups. Let's go 5 push-ups, both of you. Perfect, excellent. Let's now go here and we go 1 arm push-up. from this position, you try to go as deep as possible. Okay. Okay, let's go. One is enough. Okay, no problem, no problem. But this is the whole point. Push up, any variation. Of course, to save time, I went from normal to very aggressive exercise. But there is a way to progress. Okay, there can be a barbell this height, you grab barbell and you do the push-up. And then we go lower and lower and lower. But I believe that age 15, you need to be master of push-ups, dips, pull-ups, anything with your own body. To a certain extent, okay, some numbers. Bar hanging, if you have a bar, to at least hang for 1 minute and so on. Okay, but we don't have to be very specific at the age of 13, 14. Testing, you didn't do that much. We will talk about numbers these days, no worries about it. I will give you numbers, but the whole point is to introduce this and see if we are far behind. If they grab a bar and after 5 seconds, they drop down. Oh, my hands are weak, I cannot hold onto a bar. Then we have a problem, okay? Because hanging strength is directly related to health of the shoulder, especially for big guys. Okay, big guys later on in their careers, they maybe don't have to do 10 pull-ups, especially heavier guys. But I want them to hang for 2 minutes. Because then in this position, when they receive a ball and when someone pushes them together with the ball here, we know that they have endurance and strength in their shoulders to resist these forces on their body. And then when they go for a block shot, imagine those forces when we get the highlights in any league, doesn't matter which league. Highlight, you go for a dunk and then someone makes a block shot. Imagine the force on that shoulder when you make a block shot. But shoulder needs to be protected. That's why I want the strength in hanging from the bar. Monkey bars, one arm, other arm, and so on and so forth. And then it can have also impact on health of your shoulder blades, spine, and so on and so forth. But if we talk specifically about basketball, hanging for shoulders is perfect. Okay, tug of war. Let's go, guys, everyone on their feet. Something that I believe is fun, engaging. 4 of you catch. The last guy is at the end, okay? You catch it like this, and then everyone else, whatever you want. It's 7, I'm sorry. Well, you will be the judge, you will be with me. Come here. Okay, go, take it. Take it. Last one. Go a little bit forward. Go a little bit forward. Perfect. Okay, now, this is this fair? Same distance from the center line, more or less? Okay, when I say now, we fight against each other. Okay, the whole point is that the tape goes over the cone. Okay, let's go. Go, go. Go, go, go. A little bit more. Okay, perfect. We have winners there, bravo. Thank you, guys. You can rest. Thank you. Okay, this is row strength, pulling, okay, motion, very fun, very engaging. It's a natural type of movement, pulling, nothing crazy. But we play with kids at the age of 10, sometimes it was even more in the past, and then at the age of 14, no one is doing it, or very few people. Why not? This is natural move, full body strength, teaches you how to get low, okay? It's perfect later on for box out, for fighting under the basket, for many different basketball moves. And we are improving upper body strength, okay? Mastering the relative strength Okay, now yes, we are pulling a little bit, so it's not only our body, but we are using body as a machine to produce force with our legs, core, and so on and so forth. Plus, you get all the benefits from teamwork, for fun, and so on. Okay, inverted rows, pull-ups. Inverted row is if we have a bar at this height, you go under and then you just row the bar, okay? Or like more popular, it's TRX, okay? You get under TRX and you just do rows. It's with your own body, different body positions. If you cannot go pull-ups, you start with inverted rows, okay? And then you start assisted pull-ups, and eventually you start doing pull-ups. Okay, now I want two of you. Something that many people forget, but I like. Resting in a very safe way. Okay, now I'm walking away from the center line. Here also. Okay, we grab each other by shoulders. Okay, now all the time contact. If you lose contact, we'll stop. For safe. Okay, so the whole point is all the time, we have the grip. Okay, we have the grip, and the whole point is to push each other outside the center line. Okay. Ready? Let's go. Okay, good. Let's go once again. Go. Good, perfect. Let's go, two of you inside. Good grip first, safety. Let's go. Okay, perfect. And now you could see it, like they are doing it probably for the first time in their life, if they're not fighting in school all the time with someone. But as you use it more often, players are smart and they try to find more solutions. So it's not only go, oh, let's push each other. Now it's a little bit more like, okay, boom, hop. Like this, you don't lose the grip, but you start playing around and you start using your body in a specific way. But the whole point is that it's happening right under the basket. And this is the way to improve coordination, improve strength, and improve the body awareness, and to understand other body, how it moves around you and how you can take advantage of it, and when you're suffering, how to get out of the position. Okay, and then you have different variations of wrestling. This was like pure wrestling, but then you will go left foot in front. Okay, grab me, go down, and we start. Okay, and I will try to pull you over the line, and you will try to pull me over the line. So we just have the line. Okay, let's go. Boom, hop. Okay. And so on and so forth. Okay, different positions. When it comes to wrestling, for me the safety is always the most important thing. So we have to teach them to have the constant grip. And if for some reason you lose the grip, just stop. Don't chase each other and then go from the back and then start doing Yabusele moves on the court. Okay, no need. Okay, so just safety first, but I think it's forgotten thing that can be used tremendously, especially age 13 to 16, even later on. Okay, even later on. Perfect, thank you guys. Squatting variations, we said regular squat, split squat, but now it's time, before we start moving forward, mastering strength, is also single leg squat. Okay, single leg before we start adding weights, okay, and lunges and step ups. Okay, maybe this one is a little bit too high, okay, but we want to see how players do the step up and if they can do good 20, 25 step ups. If after 5 step ups they get tired and the knee starts going like this, and 7th and 8th look horrible like that, there is a big issue. So we are not mastering relative strength. Once we master all these things, we can move forward, okay? And we can start introducing weights. If your kids master this at the age of 13, this is the moment to start introducing weights. There is nothing wrong about it, and it's safe 100%. How? 5 kilos dumbbell. It's nothing crazy. Start with 5 kilos. It doesn't have to be 20. Okay, now we have loaded carries, a little bit heavier, kettlebells, loaded carries, also one of the natural movements that we forget, carrying loads, okay? Then carrying with one arm, and you will see here a very big difference between left and right, okay? And so on, carrying loads in different positions. Now if it was a little bit lighter, you can go higher, shoulder, and so on. And if it was 4, 6, 8 kilos, you can grip it differently, so you work on the grip strength, shoulder, and so on and so forth. Okay, so loaded carries are a perfect way to start saying to the kids, we started to work with weights. Probably loaded carries is the safest exercise with extra weight for the first time. Then we will start to do squats, boom, one arm squat, 2 arms squat, okay, deadlift, 1 arm, if you have a barbell, 2, deadlift all the way to the ground, boom, and so on and so forth, lunges, boom, reverse lunges, whatever, side lunges, 5 kilos, it's enough. It's like a medicine ball, but now we are introducing different type of equipment. 5 kilos is enough. Squats, deadlifts, lunges, bench press. We don't have a bench now, but 5 kilos. Dumbbells, okay, even this position for the first time. We have to work on butt, good stability, 5 kilos, boom, 5 kilos bench press. 5 kilos is light. We don't go 10. We need a little bit more stability. One after another. 5 kilos, chest flies. Okay, no need to push heavy weights. Teach them how to do properly exercises with weights, and then every month you will add 2.5 kilos, 5 kilos, and season is long. That's the best about the season. Season is long, September to May, June. If you increase by 5 kilos every month, at the end of the year, you as a coach will be super happy, and hopefully your kids as well. Okay, bench press, 1 arm row, 1 arm row, high pull, 1 arm. I like a lot of 1 arm exercises, okay, especially with dumbbells, kettlebells, young age and old age, because it's different. It's like basketball. You rarely hold ball with 2 hands, but there is always a time to introduce barbells, okay, barbell bench press, barbell squat, and so on and so forth, okay? And then of course, some biceps curls. Eventually, if you don't introduce it, they will start doing it, okay? But maybe some fun biceps curls, especially for boys, okay? Maybe girls will not be into biceps curls, and that is okay, completely fine by me. If boys like it, put it in the program a little bit, okay? No problem. And as I said, keep wrestling, okay? It's moving forward, but keep wrestling, because I believe this raw power, okay? We call it, like in Croatia, we call it like farmer man strength, from digging, moving a lot of things on the farm, okay, in the villages, because they work a lot with their hands, with their bodies, to move things around, and very often they move very respectful weight, okay? And then when you go for fun, hi, I'm gonna see my cousin in the village, and then he goes, oh, what's up, kid? And then he starts pushing you around. He's super, super strong. And you're like, why is this guy strong? He's in the field all day doing nothing, no sports, no nothing. And he has power and strength like you cannot imagine. Okay, so this is what we need, and what I believe in the long run can help a lot on the court. Okay, and red, maybe you cannot see from here, but I said kettlebells, 15 to 30 kilos. Okay, at this age, loaded carries, some squats, and so on. 5 to 20 kilos dumbbells. So 13-year-old kid, 5 kilos dumbbells, 5 kilos. 16, 20 kilos. Okay, if it's not 20, it's 15. Okay, and barbell at the age of 13, one barbell is not a problem. And as I said, at the age of 14, 30 kilos, 5 and 5. The whole season at the age of 14, spent with 5 and 5 kilos. At the age of 15, 10 and 10, that's 40 kilos together with the bar. And then at the age of 16, 15, on each side you have 50. You're almost your own body weight. What's your body weight now in kilograms? 64. Okay. So at the age of 16, we are very close, 80% of your body weight. And you enter junior level, boom, out of a sudden you are doing half squats with your own body weight. Completely safe. But because you started at the age of 13 with medicine ball, with dumbbells of 5 kilos, and so on and so forth. And I'm talking about making a progress of 10 kilos per season. And we can make a change of 10 kilos per 2 or 3 months. Okay, but there is no rush. I'm not saying we have to rush. I'm just saying there is always a way to do it. Okay. Perfect. Now, special considerations for basketball. Based on the analysis of basketball game, low back, okay, we have to protect low back, core, because big players tend to be more prone towards low back issues compared to the short guys, which is normal. Okay, now what we can do, come here quickly, do plank. Okay, different variations. Now, plank can be completely voluntary. He's doing it by himself. Now, you will lift a little bit your right arm off the floor, left, right, left. You understand? All right, let's go. Yes, spread your legs a little bit more. So he knows what he's going to do, so he anticipates the shift in body weight, and by spread your legs even more, he's trying to control his hips. Okay, now keep plank position, and now we go to the highest level. Reactive type of stability is me pushing away, you stay firm, don't move. Okay, stand up. We go to monuments. Okay, stay in this position strong. Okay, now we go immediately. I'm gonna push you left, right for 2 seconds. Okay, so he anticipates what's gonna happen. I told him every 2 seconds I'm gonna go left, right. You stay strong in that position. Don't resist. Okay, don't let me push you. Okay, 2 seconds, bravo. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. He's working a lot on his core because I'm trying to rotate him. Now I'm going from the back. We have reactive stability, same exercise, monument, but he doesn't know what I'm going to do. I go left, right, come on, react. Boom, yes, that's it, bravo, perfect. Oh, he's strong. Okay, so a lot of different exercises for low back. Go down on the floor, glute bridge, face up, heel towards your ass. Yeah, lie down. Perfect. Ass up. Perfect. Glute bridge, it can also be a little bit more demanding. Hands together or holding a ball. Okay, lift your hips up, hold it here. I can engage a little bit more core while he's having this activated glutes and so on and so forth. Okay, dead bug. Drop your hips down. Okay, this is starting position. Okay, let's go. Basketball, let's say, in your hands, and now alternate. One leg goes out, other leg goes out. Boom. Slowly. Boom. So we work on that core. Okay. And Pallof press would be stand up, Another anti-rotational exercise. Hold it. From here, you go straight forward and you push straight forward so it doesn't rotate you. Right. I'm gonna start easy. Go, 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 go. And I'm going out and making it more difficult for him to his core. Okay. And then we can play a little bit reactive. Hold it, hold it, hold. Yes, a little bit more arms out. Perfect. A little bit more reactive. That's variations of Palov press and so on to maintain the core healthy. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You can sit down. Then, to protect knees, okay, especially because the body is growing, we tend to have jumper's knee only because it's a growth problem. Okay, the tendons are stretching, growing, and the attachment to the bone cannot be as strong as it was, and then we tend to develop pain under the kneecap. If you have good physio, good doctor, or good strength coach who can diagnose and be sure that it's jumper's knee, then when it comes to jumper's knee, good thing is that you're looking for two things to develop. Either quadriceps strength or calves strength. Okay. If you have some other issues with the knee, maybe the problem is in the hip because your knee is inside too much. But if it's a jumper's knee, normally the good thing is that you can solve it with strength of quads and calves. Quads, okay, wall sit, variations. Exercises to strengthen quadriceps. Quadriceps machine is great for that. You don't have to run away from machines work, okay? Isolated machine on quads, perfect. Different squats, split squats, you name it. Everything that can improve strength or quadriceps, we need it. You cannot say jumper's knee 2 weeks out. You're not doing anything to strengthen the muscles or to improve the tendon, okay? So we need to continue to work. When it comes to jumper's knee, maybe you need to cut a little bit of explosive moves because they irritate tendon a lot. So maybe you will have to cut a little bit of basketball sessions if it's possible, but it's not cut basketball sessions and stay at home or put ice. That's the worst thing you can do. We need to look for quadricep strength and also calves. And simple calf raises, single calf raises, medicine ball calf raises, squat hold, calf raises, okay, walks on toes, back and forth, sideways, anything that strengthens calves with knees extended and knees bent, because you have 3 muscles there, 2 that work more with knees extended and 1 soleus that works a little bit more when knees bent, okay, for everyone who understands a little bit better anatomy. And if we catch these 2 things, things will start to improve regarding the jumper's knee. Ankles, as players tend to have ankle sprains, when it comes to strength, high heel walks, variations, okay, even high toes walks on your heels, that's basic things, and we can do in pairs, basically. Let's say we are on the bench. No, sit. Okay, here is the bench, and from here, push out, push in my hand. Push in my, yes, bravo. Right. Okay, bravo. And now, it's good, like we can push constantly, like isometric, or we can, let me push you and go. Boom, hop. Let's go inside. Boom, hop, inside. Put the ball on or put the leg on the ball, okay, and just do in pairs. 2 sets every Monday and Wednesday. 2 sets, 3 sets to strengthen a little bit the ankles, okay? Then for balance, we can use different, let's go 3 of you. We can start with static, just stay on 1 foot and look forward. Right. Stay on 1 foot. And now you can see, for him is somewhat challenging. For him, it's already very challenging. He stops here, or maybe even goes 1 step back. For him, maybe we need to upgrade. So
with this leg, you go a little bit up and down. Same exercise, just a little bit free leg up and down. No. Same thing, and then move this leg a little bit more. Yes. And we progress to challenge his ankle position a little bit more. Okay. And this is how we individualize program for kids. Okay. To protect ankles. And then static stuff, okay, that are not so basketball specific, we move into dynamic. So we go here, and now we go, if you go with left leg, we jump to the left side of bosu ball, and if you go with right, we go right side of the bosu ball. Okay, so here. Okay, let's go. Focus, okay. Okay, focus, now. Okay. No, you sorry, no, not you. Only them, sorry. Okay, enough. You got the point why we go left and right, because we want to go into that position where ankle is almost sprained, but we are not only strengthening, but activating muscles in that position, and we are connecting this movement with the brain. Because very often, you will step on someone's foot, and we need the brain to recognize that this is also safe position. And this is the moment where we control the position. And even if injury happens, let's hope it's grade 1 and not grade 3. Okay? Because eventually you will stop on someone's foot. Okay? Good. Now everyone asks what about gaining muscles? Okay? Muscle hypertrophy. Normally it will happen eventually because of testosterone and hormonal responses in the body after the age of 40, more or less, because bodies become more mature. Okay, boys start to look more muscular, better, okay, they're not kids anymore, and that's normal. But we also know that with training we can improve strength. Okay, so if strength is part of building muscle, we can expect this, and this is a normal process. Now, what I always stress is that hypertrophy, if you're looking for it, like you have a skinny, very good prospect, age of 16, you need to think also about other stuff that lead to building muscle mass. If his testosterone is high, if he is good in weightlifting room, but he sleeps 4 hours a night because he's playing video games or he's on his phone or he's anxious because of something, that's a big problem, because body will release all the hormones throughout the night, especially between 10 and 2 for the growth. And if you miss this window, probably you will lose a lot potential to grow. Plus, if there is poor nutrition, and for muscle mass growth you need a good amount of proteins, okay? If you eat only for lunch a little bit of meat or fish, and if you're like vegetarian, I don't mind, but if you don't substitute this with maybe a protein shake with a size and amount that you need, you are in a big problem, because you're not feeding your body to grow. You're just feeding to have a little bit more energy for today and tomorrow with carbohydrates. This is just a simple thing, but always keep in mind that if you have a kid that wants to work strength-wise, and you have good body with young body that is growing and developing, and you're not asking kid how he sleeps, and you're not supporting him with nutrition, you will hit the wall and you will not get the benefit. And that's the worst, when you have a good kid that works a lot, but he doesn't understand why he needs to go to sleep or drink protein shake. And there is nothing wrong with one protein shake only on the day when he trains hard, 2-3 times a week. Why not? It's also part of the education for the long run. Okay, and finally, we come to developing endurance. Okay, this is the last part of our talk about different skills and qualities. Okay, a good thing about basketball is that we don't need in basketball super high aerobic capacity. We're not talking about marathon sprinters, it's not cycling. So just playing sports and being involved in sports, playing only 2-3 times a week, maybe it's not enough to say, yes, my team is well prepared. But if you practice almost every day and kids participate well in sports, normally you will have somewhat
good players and trained players. Now, you can do, not maybe at the age of 13 immediately, but at the age of 15, 16, maybe you can introduce a test that we can maybe talk about tomorrow, a test that will show you who is good, who is bad, okay, in running up and down, but still it doesn't mean that they will play basketball in a bad way. Still, we can do some kind of conditioning, and we could do definitely. Now, the question is what we want to do. First of all, if we want to simplify things for today, 3 things we can do. Aerobic running, and if we ask players, we don't have heart rates, we don't heart rate monitors, we don't have anything. If we look at players and ask players how hard the running is, or we tell them how fast to run, aerobic work is somewhere between 4 and 7. Okay, start running 5, 6 out of 10. They know what is 5, 6 out of 10, right? Then anaerobic, glycolytic is a little bit more intense. 7, 8, sometimes even 9 out of 10. Okay, and phosphocreatine system, how we train it, okay, it's maximum speed. It's not about how you feel, because sometimes it's only 5 seconds, but it has to be maximum speed. This is how we talk to kids, okay? We don't explain more what we want to achieve. And then we have this from Rodri Lloyd, the paper that I presented, ages 12, 14, 16, what we want to somewhat stress a little bit more. When it comes to kids, age 12, phosphocreatine system, short, 5 to 10 seconds, is perfect. That's the conditioning, that's basketball, that's games. Rallies, competitions, okay, everything short, which is more like speed, power, and so on. So this is part of conditioning. Then we have aerobic a little bit, we can start improving those kind of things, and we will talk what to do. 14, continue with short stuff, 5 to 10 seconds. Aerobic, now we want to stress a little bit more, okay, because it's puberty. Maybe some kids will need a little bit more aerobic power to recover better, okay? And maybe at the age of 14, we want to start a little bit with this glycolytic training that is a little bit longer, 20 seconds to 1 minute with high intensity, okay? And then at the age of 16, okay, we continue anaerobic phosphocreatine system because it's part of basketball. We cannot run from it, and we should not run from it. Aerobic even more, and even more glycolytic system, so we can prepare at the age of 16, 17, body, base level of all the capacities for junior level. So they don't struggle at the junior level, because junior level is the critical to enter the phase of senior basketball. And if you struggle physically at the age of 18, 19, 20, and you're always 3 steps behind your guys, you will never catch up. And they will become senior players and you will be lost. Okay, so I'm not waiting junior level to develop this, because it's already late. Okay, now, what we do regarding 12 years old, speed, power, agility, maybe inside of basketball practices, we want to do it 1, 2, 3 times a week. Aerobic conditioning, as we said a little bit, okay, maybe 1 time in 1 to 2 weeks, okay, and it can be outside if the weather is okay, and it can be this fartlek run, 15 to 20 minutes. It can be like a warm-up for Monday practice, okay, 15 to 20 minutes, run with change of rhythm. Introduce kids to some kind of like aerobic running, 15 to 20 minutes, once in 2 weeks. Summertime, pre-season, and so on and so forth. 2 times a month is more than enough with the age of 12. Now, age of 14, okay, same thing, speed, power, agility, it's part of basketball, so you have to balance it out if you have to work on it or no, okay. Aerobic conditioning, now, we can continue with fartlek run, but also we can introduce a little bit more intense, like 3 minutes running, 3 minutes walking, 3 minutes running, 3 minutes walking, intensity maybe 7 out of 10, okay? And when it comes to glycolytic conditioning, okay, maybe we will start introducing some kind of like maybe 3-on-0 waves, okay, for let's say 20 to 30 seconds. Very popular, it's suicide drill. It doesn't have to be suicide drill, just running up and down. You can introduce a ball and repeat it only 3 times. at the end of your workout, because you want to introduce a little bit more this glycolytic conditioning. Okay? And then at the age of 16, you can see basically things stay the same. Maybe you change a little bit design of exercise, but it's the amount, how often you do it. Okay? You can see here speed, power, agility will probably stay the same because there is a lot of basketball. You have to work on basketball. Aerobic conditioning. Now you want to maybe do a little bit more running of these 3 minutes. Okay? And glycolytic conditioning, maybe you want to do outside and run 150, 200 meters for 30, 40 seconds, or you can do it on the court. It doesn't have to be a suicide drill, it can be some kind of shooting drill. Okay, so let's create for the end. Let's just show, this is the last thing that I want to show. Help me just push everything here. Whatever you see, just push to the opposite side. Alright, let's go. We have 2 minutes to finish. I'll show you, like, if weather is horrible outside, you have group of 15-year-old kids, you want to do 3 minutes conditioning 3 times, okay, aerobic conditioning, 6, 7 out of 10 intensity and speed. Okay, I need 3 of you, take 1 ball and go under the basket. Please help me to move all of the stuff. Let's go, move all of the stuff. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. 3 guys under the basket. Horrible weather, we need to do aerobic conditioning, okay, on the court. 3 minutes work, 3 minutes rest. We have 6 guys, it can be done with 12 guys at the same time on 2 baskets, okay. Now we're gonna make it shorter for 6 guys. It's okay. Now, you are in the middle, you are here, you are there, you are rebounding every time you catch the ball, and you just feed the ball. Okay, it can be direct pass, bounce pass, doesn't matter. You guys, you go on that cone, you go here in the middle, you go that cone. Perfect. Now, we will do it for 1 minute, okay? But normally it's 3 minutes work, 3 minutes rest, aerobic conditioning. Speed is 6 out of 10. Not 3, not 9, 6. 6. You run. As soon as you are about to enter the 3-point line, you get the ball, shoot or make 1 dribble and shoot the ball, leave the ball there, turn, run, shoot the ball, run, shoot the ball, and so on. All right. Do it for 1 minute. Just do it, I'm gonna talk, but you go for 1 minute. All right, let's go. 6 out of 10. 6. If you go with 12 players, what they can do, they start 3 and 3. First 3 go there, other 3 go opposite basket. We use the whole court, and we have 3 rebounders there, 3 and 3, and go like this for 3 minutes. Okay, perfect. Now, thank you guys. Now, you can see it's a simple drill. You can make, with the intensity of 6 out of 10, you can make it aerobic drill, right? Just run 3 minutes up and down, or half court if you have 1 basket, whatever. Okay? And it's aerobic drill. 3 minutes work, 3 minutes rest. If you want to use it for anaerobic glycolytic conditioning, you say speed 8 out of 10, so they start to move a little bit faster, and you do it only for 30, 40, 50 seconds, maximum 1 minute, okay? And it becomes your anaerobic glycolytic drill. Now I'm talking about shooting drill for basketball players on the court, and very often coaches want to do something more specific, Okay, so we don't have to go outside and run. I have nothing against it. I spoke to Catalin today. I have nothing against running outside. There is always a moment to do it. Summertime, you want to get out of the gym, yes, no problem. But if it's bad weather, and there are many reasons that you better stay inside, you can also do aerobic conditioning. Plus, you get to shoot the ball. And it's not only shooting the ball, it's shooting competition. And every 2 weeks, you believe in your conditioning, it can become your conditioning shooting accuracy drill. So there is no joke. You have to make every single shot. You make a board, you make a poster if you want to make a competition between players. Locker room poster, who is the leader of the month, who is the leader of the half season, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Okay? And the way how you will create the drills, it's not so important because in the end, you are the coaches, you know even basketball better. So if we say we need intensity 8 out of 10 for glycolytic conditioning for 30 seconds, it doesn't have to be always up and down suicide drill. If you have the whole team, maybe you will have to make it simple and just run in one line and shoot the ball. But if you have 3 extra guys that didn't play and next day they have to do some extra conditioning, they don't have to run suicide drills. You can create something for them for 30 seconds where they go run, close out, zigzag shuffle, sprint over there, make a layup, come here and make 3 shots from corner, from midline, from central position and corner, and you will rebound as a coach, or you will engage other 2 guys. Okay, and work to rest ratio is 1-3, so when one guy finishes, another guy jumps in, and so on and so forth. There is a million of exercises that you can do for conditioning, and this is what coaches should do. Be creative. And in your background, it's always very clear in your mind what you want to achieve. You say, yes, glycolytic training at the age of 16 should be done once a week. You can create 15 different drills, and for 15 different weeks, you can go with different drill. Kids will think that they do something completely new. It's not horrible conditioning, but you always stick to your plan. Work to rest ratio is 1-3, 1-5, whatever. Work is 30 seconds, rest is 2 minutes. How many times we do it? We go 5 times. And conditioning becomes very simple. The whole point is what you want to achieve. And the more moves of basketball you incorporate, the better. Okay, sometimes yes, you will go out and run forward, but conditioning can also be done by running up and down, zigzag shuffling, backpedaling, curvilinear, shooting, playing defensive slides, and whatnot. Okay. I think that's it for today. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I know that we went a little bit over time. I didn't want to rush. I wanted to share as much as possible with the boys. But feel free to ask. If someone needs to leave. You can text me questions, but if you want to ask something, I will stay. I will stay, of course.
Ok, începeți dacă vă doriți, puneți întrebări. Bineînțeles că ne-am dorit să întrebați orice considerați că nu este clar pentru dumneavoastră. Și mâine dimineață din nou o să continuăm cu...
La fel și la fete și la băieți se procedează?
For the girls, for the boys?
Yeah, mainly it is, of course, with the girls. Yeah, with the girls, it's a little bit specific. As we said in the introduction, maybe they will go into puberty a little bit earlier, so we can expect those changes in the awkwardness, the miscoordination, and so on a little bit earlier. And also, one specific thing with the girls is the menstrual cycle, an introduction with the menstrual cycle, and we need to know as coaches somehow through the parents. I have never worked with the girls directly, so I was never involved in getting the information, but based on my colleagues and how I communicate with them, normally at this age, because it's very sensitive to go and ask directly, hey, when is your period? Normally this is what you can get from the mothers. Maybe they can text you, okay, now is the week of the month, and you have to consider it a little bit more. Plus, we know for the girls some specific stuff. For example, when we did special considerations for low back, for knees and ankles,
Girls need to work a little bit more on valgus strength because of the position of the hips, and they tend to have a little bit more valgus compared to boys. So if you need to add a little bit more things to the program when it comes to strength, then it's strength for glutes, so you can work a little bit on knee stability. Because of there is more ACL injuries with the girls only because of the position of the hips. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, thank you.
How many times a week?
Sorry, wait.
How many times in a week we can do the strength training? Like 2 times, 3 times? I don't know how you split the training.
Okay, perfect.
Between lower body and upper body. How you split?
Perfect. Okay. I believe in order to make the change, at least 2 times a week, full body. Okay. If you yeah, yes, one circuit or like stationary work, but 45 minutes, 2 times a week, 3 times, it's what you want to accumulate in a week. I think at least 1.5 hours of work weekly. Meaning, if you have only one session, it's tough to make 1.5 hours with kids, it's too much. So I say minimum 2 times 45 minutes. It's better to do it 3 times 30 minutes. And it's great if you can somehow implement, at the age of 16, if you can go 4 or 5 times 20 minutes. And then you start splitting maybe a little bit lower body, a little bit upper body, and so on, so you don't go full body or lower body every single day. But there are possibilities to go from Monday till Friday, always 20 minutes to do it, okay? But let's say optimal would be to start at the age of 13, 2 times a week, 14, 3 times a week, and so on and so forth. Okay, yes. The whole point of strength work is how much you want to achieve in 1 week. So you can always go 2 sessions, but you can also microdose it a little bit every day. But it depends facility, if you have access, if kids can come from school on time. It depends how much time you have in the gym, and so on and so forth.
Power in this kind of training, like you put the hypertrophy exercise plus power, or only the hypertrophy exercise?
You can combine it. For me, it makes sense that you combine. Okay, you can go always strength coupled with power. You can go only strength. You can go only power. It's up to you. It depends what your kids need the most. Welcome.
Pentru mâine 9:30 începem. Încercați să fiți în timp, pentru că la 11:30 vrem să terminăm, va trebui să prind avionul și suntem un pic în grabă. Da? Și m-aș bucura să aveți întrebările peste noaptea asta, să vă gândiți un pic și să veniți cu întrebări, pentru că e păcat să nu le punem acum și să aveți răspunsul face to face. Ne vedem mâine la 9:30. Thank you.